How unlucky can a woman be? This woman, just trying to avoid the rain, ended up taking shelter in a murderer's house. In a desperate attempt to escape, she tried to smash the skylight, only to find the glass harder than stone. It wouldn't break at all. With no other choice, she held onto a sliver of hope and tried to leave through the front door. But the murderer had already predicted she would try to escape and lock the door in advance. As expected, she was caught on the spot. He dragged her into the kitchen, bound her hands and feet with duct tape, and forced her to drink a large glass of sedatives. Then he dragged her into the bedroom and threw her on the bed. At that moment, the woman, Andy, felt a powerful will to survive surge within her. She crawled to the car window, only to find it too small to squeeze through. Next, she found a key and used it to cut the tape binding her limbs. Once she regained her freedom, she stood up and tried again to escape through the window. But just then, the drug kicked in. Andy found she had no strength at all. The murderer just stood there, quietly watching her attempt to flee. Sure enough, after only a few steps, Andy's legs gave out and she collapsed to the floor. But her overwhelming will to survive screamed at her. If she didn't escape, she would die. The murderer then placed a red towel over the light, casting the entire room in an eerie red glow. He picked Andy up and told her that the last person he killed had a tattoo on their ribs and couldn't make a sound from their throat. The murderer described the killing in detail, shocking Andy to the core. But her body was limp. She couldn't move a muscle. Then the murderer dragged her into another room, covered her face with a towel, and left her lying silently on the floor like a living corpse. He turned on the radio and listened to the music playing, falling into a daze like a lifeless shell as a strong sense of unease washed over him. After a while, he snapped out of it, slowly turned around, and approached Andy. He gently lifted her shirt, only to see a radio wave tattoo on her ribs. In that instant, cold sweat broke out on his back. He hadn't expected that the person he had killed before was Andy herself.